Hello, this is David Getoff, and I can't remember the last time I was as excited about a new product line. And it's not really new, apparently it's been around for quite a few years. I just hadn't investigated it before. And there's lots of products I love. I mean, I love Uniki, I love Carlson's lemon flavored fish oil, I love Vitalzyme soft gels. I mean, there are a number of products out there that I really like, and that I have many of my patients on, and that I lecture all the time of. This is different. It's actually very interesting, and so I'm doing a separate video just on this product, or just on this product line, because people need to know about it, understand a little bit about it, and if somebody decides to buy it, the best place to buy it is directly from the company, and their website is set up in a sort of a little bit more difficult to do what I would want somebody to do, and so I'm going to go over how to do that if you just should decide to try the product. The company is LifeWave, just like a wave, you know, and being alive. And their website I will give you. Actually, you'll probably see it on the screen because I'm going to be recording my screen, or maybe the screen is right here at the same time that I'm doing this. It depends on how I decide to have this video come up. Somebody introduced me to this product line, or this company, a number of months ago, and said, I know you don't like network marketed products, David, but you have to investigate this product. It's really going to help a lot of people. And I always try to investigate everything. So I went ahead and went to their website, and when I went to find out, to look at some of the people that are involved, I was a little bit surprised to see a friend of mine, Dr. Steve Halterwanger, who's an MD. I'm not sure if he's also a PhD. He's a physician and a research scientist. He's done a lot of research for the United States government and other organizations, and I highly respect him. I've spoken to him many times on the phone, in person, at different conferences. We have a very nice relationship. And seeing his photograph and his bio on this company's website, I went, wow, really? So I called him. And I said, Steve, if your photograph and your bio is on this website, that you've done some research for them, I assume you're saying that at least the products that you researched are legitimate and working and doing what they claim. And he told me the story and said he was actually very surprised that they hired him to do research on their glutathione patch. And the study is on their website. You can find it. Let's see, let me take a quick look. I've got their website up. You would have to go under products and then under science, and you could find the glutathione study. It was published in a, what was the name of the journal that they published? I'll find it for you. But in any event, you go under science, under products, and you can find the glutathione research. He took 15 individuals, and he tested their glutathione levels in blood, and then they got one of these glutathione patches put on their body in the appropriate place every day for 5 days, and they retested their blood levels of glutathione every day for 5 days. And he said he was amazed because these patches don't contain glutathione. They don't contain substances, actually. They contain an energy imprint that when you put it on the body, the warmth of the body activates it, and it sends these different energy frequencies that they have imprinted into it somehow into your body, and those energies do whatever those energies are going to do. And obviously they're picking different energies to do specific things. These energies somehow or other help support the body's ability to manufacture more glutathione. Glutathione is one of, if not the strongest antioxidant ever discovered, much stronger than vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, etc. But that's not really the main purpose of glutathione. Glutathione is a detoxifier, and it helps, the body manufactures it to help detoxify different poisons, which we're exposed to lots and lots of different poisons, to help detoxify those poisons and help usher them out of the body. So it neutralizes them, it detoxifies them, it helps them get out of the body. I'll make a comment here. If you use glutathione, whether it's these patches, which don't contain glutathione but help your body make more, which seems like a pretty good way to do it, because that way your level can stay up, you know, all day long, instead of just taking a substance that brings it up temporarily, and you don't feel good. So somebody takes glutathione in any manner, shape, or form and doesn't feel good, that generally means that their kidneys and liver or both are not working as well as they should. And as you are detoxifying things and ushering them out of the body, you're overloading those organs. And if that happens, you would have to reduce your level of glutathione. If you're using the patches, you might put one on every 4 days or something like that, and slowly over time increase that to every day. Or you might want to do a bunch of kidney liver support, which is what I talk about in a lot of my lectures, which I have on my detox video, which you can get on my website. There's a big green banner now where you can rent the rights to watch my detoxification video for, I think it's $12.95 for a month. You can watch that and learn all this stuff. And you could buy my book, Abundant Health in a Toxic World, which is not what I'm trying to promote here, but I go over detoxification a lot in the book. But I just want people to understand that if they take glutathione, whether it's using this patch to make your body make more, or whether you take one of the liposomal glutathiones, the 3 companies whose liposomals I like best happen to be Valimenta, ReadyZorb, and Research Nutritionals. Those are the 3 that I use with my patients, whichever one energetically tests best for them. Although a lot of those patients now are testing to switch to this patch instead, which is astonishing to me. But of course it's not that surprising if the patch is really doing that, as Dr. Halterwanger proved that it does. Because you put the patch on and it's going to hold your level of glutathione at a higher amount for 12 to 14 hours or maybe all day, that's probably a lot better than taking some once or twice a day where your level goes up and then your body uses it up and goes back down again. So it's very, very interesting. And so I've been using this patch with a number of people. I'm getting very good results. And I've now been looking at their other patches. They have many, many different patches. And I am always honest. My patients know the reason that they like to listen to me is because I'm a fanatic about telling the truth about what I know, even if it's against what somebody else says. I'm always going to give my opinions. And the company makes many, many different patches. I'm not saying that I love all these patches. I haven't tried them all. The only ones, actually, which I am personally using in my practice, although mostly it's the glutathione, I mean, 50 to 1. The other ones that I'm now beginning to use are the ones, the one called L-carnosine, which is supposed to raise our levels of L-carnosine, which is a great anti-aging nutrient. I've been taking L-carnosine capsules, 1,000 milligrams twice a day, for years, just after seeing the research. And now I'm going to have to test myself through somebody. I may switch over and use the patch instead. We'll see. But the L-carnosine patch is testing for people. Their Silent Nights, which obviously is designed to help people get better sleep, is testing for some people. And what's the other one that I'm finding is testing for some people? Oh, their Energy Patch is testing for some people. And apparently, and I'd have to take a look at the studies that they've done again. A lot of these studies are up on their site. But I believe, I'm not positive, I believe that they have taken either Olympic athletes or professional athletes. These are people that know exactly how much they're able to do something. So like they know their exact time to swim 100 yards in a pool or to do a quarter-mile run or something like that. And you put one of these energy patches on them, and apparently some of these people have been amazed that their times are better. Okay. Again, I would test somebody to see. But those are the only 4 that I'm currently using. They have a lot of others, which I'm not yet using. I don't know if I will or not. The reason for this video is because the way they have their site set up, if you decide to get involved, and because it's multi-level, I say get involved, and buy some of their products from them from wholesale, it automatically is already set up to sell you the X39 patch, which they claim is raising your amount of stem cells. I am not having lots of my people that I'm testing for test for that product. That doesn't mean it's not helping lots and lots of people, but when I'm testing people, they're not testing for the X39, and so since the way you order from them automatically is set up to send you X39s, I'm just going to talk you through how you can change that. And if you don't want any of the X39s, or maybe you want one, especially if you do muscle testing, but the glutathione patch, absolutely, lots of people are testing for, and now some people are starting to test for carnosine. So far, nobody has tested for the X39s. There may be lots of people that do, just not my particular patients. So, I have got their website up here in front of me, and what you need to do if you decide you want to try some of these is you click on Join, and I'm just doing that, and I think I'm recording my, my screen here, so that's going to appear on this video along with me. You click on Join, and the first thing it asks you to do is select your country. Alright, so we're going to select our country, and I'm surprised they don't put United States up on top like a lot of others do. You've got to scroll down to the United States, and now we're going to click on Join Now after I've selected the United States. And by the way, the website, because they of course insist that they know who you came from, so the website that I'm looking at here is the one that they've given me. So it's lifewave.com/naturopath, NATUROPATH, the number 4, YOU. So that's the website you go to, lifewave.com/naturopath 4 YOU. And so we already did that. We clicked Join after first putting in the United States, and now it's got the enrollment kit selection up. So the one on the left just says enrollment starter, and that's just $25 if all you want to do is just enroll. I don't know why anybody would enroll and not place an order. That serves no purpose as far as I'm concerned. You're enrolling because you want to order some of these. So each one of these, what they're doing is let's see, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. What they're doing, which is pretty neat, most companies don't do this, they're giving you the opportunity on your first order only to get an even better wholesale price on the product than you will then be getting as you reorder if you find you like it and you decide to reorder. Normally, if you wanted to buy some LifeWave patches that were, let's say, glutathione, which I've been ordering over and over again because I keep selling them and putting patients on them, and then showing them how to get them cheaper by signing up themselves, because I don't want to take people's money if they can get them cheaper direct. But they want the patches to sell for $89.95 for a package of 30. So if you used one a day, that would be 30 days. If you used one every other day, it would 60 days. Every third day, it would be 90 days. Depends on how they're being used. And if you buy at least 3 of the particular patch, let's say glutathione, then instead of $89.95, which is retail, you pay $50, plus a little bit of shipping. But they're giving you the opportunity when you sign up to get a better deal. So again, let me give you an example. So if I click on the bronze, which says $124.95, and if you scroll down, you see that what it tells you is that you're going to get 2 regular patch sleeves. It says that down on the bottom. So if I click on that, so we're going to select bronze. I'm on a slow connection here, so everything takes a while. I can't get cable where I am. I'm at the end of a private road, so I'm at a satellite dish. So it automatically comes up and populates the screen. And please do this on a regular computer. Don't do it on your cell phone where you can barely see any of the screen. Besides which, your cell phone is hurting you horribly. You can watch some of the wireless stuff on my website to see about that. It automatically says enrollment bronze, and it says quantity LifeWave X39 patches 1, enrollment 1. So you're paying $24.95 for the enrollment, and they're sending you 1 LifeWave patch. Now remember, it said 2 standard patches. The LifeWave X39 is not a standard patch. It's a deluxe patch that costs twice as much. And for some reason, they've decided to do this. Instead of having it empty and letting you decide what you want, it already comes up as 1 of the X39s instead of empty for you to populate it with either 1 X39 or 2 of the others. So what you would have to do is you'd have to go in here where it says quantity 1, and you can either bring that down to 0, and it makes it go away, or if you've got a long enough screen and there's an X on there, you can X it out and it'll make it go away. And now you would go over to where it says patches on the left, click on the little plus sign, and all the patches that they have come up. And you can scroll down there and take a look at the different patches and see which ones you want. And so if we're going to scroll down here, and there's AccuLife, there's energy patches, Silent Nights. Okay, so there's the glutathione patch. So if I were to click on Add, we add the glutathione patch. It's now going to add that in, and we have to scroll back up to see what it did. And now on the right, where it used to say 1 X39, it now says 1 glutathione. But since the bronze allows you to have 2 patches, you would actually change that and bring it up to 2 patches, and then you could hit continue and keep on going. But let's take a look at some of the other options. Let's go up here to where it says back to kit selection page. We're going to click that and go back to the kit selection page. And now we'll have all those different kits up. So let's take another example. Let's say we have enrollment gold. And let me scroll down here so you can see under enrollment gold, it says number of patches, number of sleeves. Over here on the left side, it says number of sleeves of regular patches. Under the enrollment gold, it says 11. That means you could get 11 regular patches. And I say regular because the X39 is not regular. It's very expensive. So we go up here and we select enrollment gold. We'll click on that. Remember, it said 11 patches. So we're going to click on that and we're going to see what comes up. And I'm doing this because otherwise it's very confusing. I know you're having to watch this for a while, but this will make it very, very easy for you. So the enrollment goal comes up, and what it comes to here, let me switch this up, is it says 5 LifeWave patches of the X39 type. Remember, that's equal to 10 of any others. And because it was 11, which is an odd number, they have to throw in one of the regular patches. So they choose to put in the Alvita patch, whatever that is for. Again, I haven't looked at all the different patches. So that's 5 X39s, which is equal to 10 of anybody else's, and one of those. So what I would do is I would change the X39s either down to 1 if you want to have one come in, or down to 0, and then it takes those away. And let's say all you wanted was glutathione patches the first time for some reason. So we'd move this other one down to 0. It's not going to let me do that yet. Okay, we'd have to change things. So you go into patches, and again, I don't know which ones you want. So let's say you wanted to get, actually, instead, let me go to a different one. Let me go to what I signed up as. Let me go back to kit selection page. Because I already knew that I wanted a bunch of these because I had talked to Dr. Halterwanger and I realized I was going to put a bunch of people on the glutathione patches, very likely. So I selected platinum. That's just what I happen to do. I mean, I'm not telling you what to select. So let's select platinum. What? Wait. Before we do that, let's go down to the bottom. And the platinum says, right over here, it says 24 regular patches. All right? So remember that. If you're selecting platinum, which is $999, basically $1,000, you click on that, and that's going to let you have 24 patches. So once again, it's going to instead give you 12 X39s. And there they are, 12 X39s. So I am going to zero that out, down to 0. All right, and it takes them away. And it's loading. Okay, so they're gone. So now we're going to click on, and you can take a look here. You see, notice here it says key to customizing your enrollment. It tells you what you can put in or what you can remove. I didn't even read that, to be honest with you. I just knew that I was entitled to 24 regular patches. So I clicked on the patches, and I went to look and see which ones I want. Now I would want different ones because now I have done some of my own muscle testing on people. And so now I would probably get maybe a couple of energy patches to try. So that comes up with 1. I'm going to raise it to 2. Okay. Remember, you're entitled to 24 regular patches on this particular one. Silent Nights, now that I know that that's testing for some people for better sleep, I would add Silent Nights, and maybe I would get 2 of those. So we've got 2 energy, 2 Silent Nights, and we're going to go down here a little bit further, and come on, knock knock. What is this doing to me? Oh, I was still on the Silent Nights when I clicked the down arrow, and so it removed my Silent Nights instead. Let's put that back up again. So, I mean, again, you're getting to see me actually doing this. Okay, 2. Now I'm going to go back here, and I want to go into this area, and let's see, I don't want Ice Wave. We'll scroll down to glutathione. Alright, and the acarnosine is right below that. So I have 2 Silent Nights, I've got 2 energy, and I'm entitled to 24. So let's say I want to get, I don't know, let's say I want to get 12 glutathione patches because I already know that I'm going to be doing a lot of that. So we put on 12 of those, and now we're going to come in here and we're going to add carnosine. So you've got 12 glutathione patches. we've got 2 silent nights, that brings us to 14. 2 energy, that brings us to 16. We're allowed 24. So 24 from 16. So we're allowed, what is that, another 8. So maybe I'm going to get a bunch of carnosine patches. And you see this orange line on the bottom? It says add more items to fulfill your order, because our order is for 24 regular, or again you could have some X39s. So that's going to slowly go up the top until it says we have enough and we can continue. So we're going to increase this. If we increase that to 8, it now goes green. That line on the bottom just turned to green because the number we've picked comes to our 24. And then we can go down here and click on continue, because that line is green. It wouldn't let you click on continue otherwise if that line was still orange or gold or whatever. You click on continue, and now it asks you for your information. All the different stuff, who you are, what your name is, where you live, it's going to eventually ask you for your credit card number. So again, the only reason I'm doing this is because the person that enrolled me did this with me for the same reason. He said, pick which one you want. I said, well, because Dr. Halterwanger has already said the glutathiones work, I want to definitely put a bunch of patients on them. So I'm going to buy a bunch of glutathione patches. And he said, well, remember, he had me on this website at the same time. He said, if you click on one, I said, okay, we'll click on platinum. And it came up. He said, you see, instead of 24, instead of saying select 24, it's already giving you 12 X39s. And you want a bunch of glutathiones. He said, so remove that down to whatever you want, or zero it out, whatever, and start adding the ones you want until it gets up to the level that you've chosen for that enrollment level. And then that green thing starts to go up there to let you know that you're completed. So, this has been a rather long video to just show you this. I have, like I said, I have a growing number of people that are going on these patches. And they're noticing benefits as glutathione, helps the body detoxify. One person has said they've got a lot more energy. I do muscle testing. If you want to learn about muscle testing, go to my regular website, my Naturopath for You standard website, davidgetoff.com. will bring you there. Go down to the bottom of my homepage, and there's a picture of me pressing on a woman's arm. That's not the way I do muscle testing, but that's what I put there to help you get to it. Click on that photograph, and that will bring you to another page in which I did an hour-and-a-half presentation on muscle testing. Came out very, very well. You can watch all the slides while you listen to the recording. It wasn't recorded in video, so the audio of my talking and the video are not together like they are on this. So you have to click on the PDF file to bring the slides up, which you can advance yourself, and then you advance the slides as you click on the MP3 and listen to them. You can see what muscle testing is and why I use it and how I love it. But in any event, I have a lot of people that are testing for these. I had one woman who I had just seen. In other words, she was in my office for her initial consultation, my 3 to 5 hour consultation. And I tested her for glutathione, and she tested for it, that I should put her on glutathione. But I was a little bit worried because I had just started to work with her, and she was fairly sick and fairly toxic, and therefore I expected that if I put her on a regular dose of glutathione, or in this case a regular patch, it might overload her pathways. And so she tested for it, so I started asking additional questions, which I do in muscle testing. I said, so is the best way for us to use this with you, for you to use a new glutathione patch every day? And I got a very strong no. I said, okay, so should we use one maybe every second day? I got another no. Every third day, I got another no. Every fourth day, I got another no. So I was thinking, okay, how can we do this? I'm trying to figure out what else the body might want. So I asked her body, which sounds very peculiar unless you're watching this and you understand muscle testing. I asked her body, do we need to use this patch for less than the 12 hours a day that it's going to release its information? And I got a yes. I said, aha. So do we just need to have this patch only on you for maybe 4 hours a day? No. Is it less than 4 hours a day? I got a yes. All right, is it an hour a day? I got a yes. So in other words, you should be using these patches for only 1 hour a day, for at least a while we continue liver support, and I got another yes. So I explained to her that she needs to pick up some of the medical type tapes that are used, Dermacell, there are a bunch of them out there. She said, oh no, she said, my mother's a nurse, she'll have whatever tapes I need. And I said, instead of pulling off the pieces on the back of the patch and exposing the glue and gluing it on to, and I usually use the area on your leg about 4 inches above your ankle bone on the inside of the leg. That's where I put the patches. Instead of doing that, leave those things on there so you don't expose the stickum, and take a piece of your tape and tape it onto that area when you're home for an hour. Set a timer, and when it beeps in an hour, take it off. Tomorrow, put it back on. And this is only because I was told by the company that once it's on your body, even if it's not on with the glue, once it's on your body, your heat energizes it, and it will work for 12 hours. Well, if you take it off and it no longer has the heat of your body energizing it, it apparently stops releasing from the muscle test. And so she's going to get 12 days out of every one patch, and then that patch gets thrown out after 12 days. She does another one. But she'll be working up to putting one on every day after she's done a bunch of kidney and liver support. So this has been way longer video than I was intending to do. I just wanted to explain that I'm very excited about these patches, that the glutathione is the one I'm using mostly with people, and it's testing for lots of people. Some people are starting to test for the L-carnosine patch. I think I've had one person so far test for the Silent Nights sleep patch, and one person test for the energy patch. So far, nobody has tested for any of the others. So, I mean, I tested the X39s on a bunch of people, and the people I tested them for, their bodies didn't want them. Maybe they'll want them later, I don't know. So, that's all I wanted to say, and then I wanted to show you how to sign up if you were interested in doing that. So, if you check those different sign-ups, once again, just to give you some additional quick information. So, for example, if you signed up as I did for Platinum, and I'm not telling you to do that, I don't care. You could sign up for Bronze just to get 2. But normally, as I said earlier, you'll be paying, unless they change their prices, if you buy 3 of any of the patches. So let's say you buy 3 packages of glutathione. You will be paying $50 for each package of 30 stickers. But these original setups at the very beginning, you get a special deal. So for example, let's see, do I have a calculator? I do. I have a calculator here. So it's $9.99, we'll call it $1,000. So $1,000 less 25, because 25 of those $1,000 is actually just your sign-up kit. So you're really paying $975 for 25 patches. So 1,000 less 25 is $975 divided by 24 sets of patches. So you're paying $40.62, obviously plus tax and shipping, instead of $50. That's almost $10 less. So they're giving you, again, a really good deal at the beginning. And, you know, I guess that's maybe to help people be more willing to buy a whole bunch. Normally I wouldn't do that because I want just 1 or 2 to test to see if I like them. But after seeing my friend Dr. Halterwanger on there and his research study, I was already convinced because he's, I trust him. What do we have on here? My Kaspersky antivirus is telling me something and I don't want it to do whatever it's telling me. So that's it. You know I'm super busy. If you email me a quick question through you know one of my many emails, like the email from my website, I mean I may look at it, I may see it, and I may get you an answer. I'm not sure, but I'm putting this up on my YouTube channel mostly for my patients, believe it or not, so that when I tell somebody you have to understand how to sign up so you don't get something you don't want, I'll be able to send them to my YouTube channel instead of taking the time to explain all of this. I hope if you decide to sign up with them and use some of these patches that you get great results and love them. They seem to be rather unbelievable. Glutathione is a fantastic substance. You can research it online. And thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day, weekend, or whatever.